Well, today's President's News is again coming from the new centre in Norman Park, and we had the President's chair out, and I thought I would at least take the opportunity of delivering one President's News sitting in the President's chair before my time of office expires. So here we are. We'll go. Don't have a large crowd in front of me, of course, although maybe virtually I do on people's screens. What's happened in the last week then? So at the weekend, we had the Kent Schools Cross Country at Dartford. Now, this isn't a club-based event, it's more a local authority-based event. So most of our members who were running would have been competing on behalf of Bromley. And as such, it made it quite difficult for me to ensure that I identified all the club members in the results. So whilst I recognised a lot of the names, I apologise if I leave any folks out. So we've got 4 age groups there, the year 7s and the 12-year-olds, and then going up through the age groups, junior, intermediate and seniors, all at the schools. So if we first of all, start off with the youngsters, the year 12s. The 12-year-old Bromley became first in both those groups. Our girls team more or less contributed to the whole of that. Cara Bryan was in 2nd place, Alba Homans-Yo was 3rd, Freya Pearson was 7th, Evie de Brun 9th, and Amélie Ramdeen was 10th. So well done, ladies. In the boys, again, Bromley were first. I didn't recognise many of the boys' names there. I recognised Finn Gotkin's name, but there were a number of others. So well done, all those lads, and apologies if I missed out people who were members. In the junior girls age group, the girls were first. Luciana Smith was first home. Aoife McDonough was 2nd, so good 1-2 there. And then they were supported by Ellie Lewis in 11th, Neve Stanley in 12th, Beth Regan in 15th, and Sophie Tan in 17th. So again, all well up towards the front of the field and winning the race for Bromley. The boys, if you remember last week, I told you about our 1-2-3 of the youngsters at Beckenham Place Park Run. Well, 2 of those boys were running in the boys' junior group. Joe Skadens came first again, and Joseph Hill was 3rd, so well done. And Jed, the other, I think was Jed was the 3rd member there. He was in a different age group. But the rest of the Bromley team there who helped them to 2nd place, there was Lucas Elmquist in 14th, Nathan Clark in 18th, Kian Farrell in 20th, and James Shaw in 23rd. Moving up an age group then to the intermediate level, Bromley were 2nd in the girls' race. Megan Barlow came 3rd in the race. Isla Spink 11th, followed Lydia Whitcomb right behind her in 12th. And Lola Bishkoff, Matilda Shilland and Islay Pearson were all part of that Bromley team. The boys' race, they were just 3rd, although they're only just 7 points off 2nd. That had Harry Fage, Jed Starvis, Tane Chambers, Jasper Brooks and Kyle Firth in the team. Moving up again to the next age group, the senior age group, the girls, Bromley were 3rd, again only 7 points behind 2nd, so quite a close finish. Interestingly enough, we had both 1 and 2 in the race, although they weren't. Caris Firth, who came first, was actually running for Tunbridge. Hannah Clark was 7th, Libby White was 9th, and Lily Mears was 24th. Looking at the boys' age group at the senior level, we could Bromley could only manage 2 boys, but they were both club members. Arthur Starvis was 14th and Ted Marston was 24th. So that was the main event of last weekend. Of course, we had the park run, quite a cold, frosty morning again. There were 57 club members out running that I could find at 20 different locations, and that included Steve Evenden, making the pilgrimage to Bushy Park, the home of the original park run. So he would have had a big crowd of runners there, I imagine. In terms of well-placed runners, at Bethlehem we had Richard Webb first. At Bromley we had Micah Evans first. At the Lees in Minster, Blair Wilson was first, and he did a course PB there. Not far behind Micah Evans at Bromley was David Adams. He was 3rd. And looking further down the field at Bromley, we had in 9th place young Daniel Horgan, who's a 14-year-old, and he ran a Bromley PB. So well done, Daniel. So that was the park run. This, as we look towards head towards future events, we've got the South of England Cross Country Championships this Saturday at Beckenham Place Park. So that should have quite a few club members taking part in that. Hopefully we'll get some good results, and hopefully the weather will be relatively kind to us. It's crispened up and it has dried up quite well, so hopefully that will be all right. Looking ahead to the week after that, we've got the next a mob match against... it's the Open 10K, and it's a mob match against Croydon Striders and Beckenham Roadrunners. So really like to get a big crowd out for that. That's going to start from the Warren, and it is a 10:30. It'll be a 10:30 start, so you need to be there 10 o'clock or just before to make certain that you're all there and ready to go. The week after that, we've got the Kent Cross Country League at Norman Park. That's on the 11th. And then looking further down the road into February, on the 19th, we've got the Club 10 Miles Championships, and we'll give you more details of that later. Burns Night, social events. Burns Night on the 3rd of February at Beckahamians. Traditional Scottish fare, recitals from the great Scottish poet, and tickets from Jerry Alger, whose details are all on Facebook. As I said, I'm here down at the down at the track in the new sports centre. We've still not had delivery of the furniture. There are a few tables there now, but it is somewhat frustrating because the bar and everything is all fit out, is all completed and ready to go. But until we get the tables and chairs in, we can't move Wednesday nights down here. So at the moment, we're definitely at Beck's today, this Wednesday. Next Wednesday, there's a possibility we'll be here. I think it's a little bit unlikely, but we'll post on social media to confirm either way. So the fit out here is quite an exhausting job, and there is a lot to be done, and it'll take us some time to complete it all. But we're working away at it. We've still got 5 debentures that are available if anybody wants to help funding towards the fit out. So they're £10,000 debentures, just to remind you, but you can club together with other people. So we've got some people who've clubbed, 2 people have clubbed together and bought one, and others 4 people have clubbed together and bought one. So if you're interested in doing that and you can get together a little group of people, please don't hesitate to let me know. You should by now all have paid off all your subs, so paid your subs for the current year. So if you haven't, then this is a gentle reminder. The other thing I should mention down here is the cafeteria is, I think as we said last week, it's open for takeaway coffees. You're welcome to pop in. It's open after parkrun on Saturday, and it's open at the moment. It's open from midday during the week, but those times will be extended shortly. And I think that is about it. So I'm off on holiday for a couple of weeks, and I'm trying to get somebody to talk to you next week. Otherwise, you'll have to tolerate me standing in a very sunny part of the world talking to you. But either way, best of luck to you all, and see you shortly.